so we're going to do upper and lower body. You will need one single weight. We're going to be doing a front raise as well as going into a hammer curl and a swing action. So just so you know some of the movements that we will be doing to pick your weight. I went with a 10-pound weight. It's a little bit, challenging on the forward raise, but definitely can still do it for the full rep of 10. And then we're giving a little break in between. So just a single weight. If you want to, you can have a couple of options in case you need to change it out. We're going to go ahead and warm up, and what I want you to do is I want you to go wide legs. We're going to take it down and reach up overhead. We're going to be doing side lunges and curtsy lunges today, working inner and outer thighs, as well as working shoulders, biceps, and a little bit of back. So every day we're working on different muscle groups. Now I want you to step together and we're going to go into a side lunge. Just warming up. You can reach towards that knee. You want to make sure your knee's lining up with your toes. One more. Now I want you to come together and we're going to go to the other side. Just leaning into it. Notice I'm still tall and not completely bending over. And yes, I'm barefoot. Working out barefoot can help you with your balance, help you to spread your toes out, help you to spread your foot out completely. Where in a shoe, you're a little bit more constricted. Okay, so we're going to go in a squat position. All right, just hold that. A little pelvic tilt here. The pelvis tilts up towards the chest. And you're going to walk up for 2 and back for 2. Up for 2 and back for 2. Just stepping forward and then stepping back. Now step back. I want you to step forward with the other foot leading. Do each side. We're just getting a little bit of a warm up. You can reach up and then back down as we're walking forward and walking back. And one more. Okay, so go ahead and grab a single weight. This is going to be a shoulder exercise, so you can grab the lighter weight if you want to here. You can test it out, see how you're doing. We're going to go side lunge first, okay? So right leg, side lunge. We just let the weight hang down at this point. We're not doing anything with the upper body. So that weight is at the outside of the knee. We're going to go one more. I want you to hold, and we're going to do a shoulder raise. Front raise here, nice and controlled. No higher than shoulder height. And if you need to go to a lighter weight here, you can. And release down and come together. So we're simply just combining those two exercises. Side lunge, forward raise, down, back up, forward raise. You can check on that knee position, make sure it's pointing towards that middle toe. You just don't want your knee to ever go wing out so far that it's over your pinky toe or bringing it in over the big toe. The further you lean down into this side lunge as you get used to doing it, the harder your glutes have to work. Just make sure you feel comfortable with that push off coming back up. Last one. Now, we're going to do a kickstand back. So it looks like this. Tap that right leg back, hip hinge. You're nice and tall. Hip hinge and come back up. The leg that's in front, that's the side that you feel the stretch in the glutes and the hamstrings. And that is the muscle groups that is working to get you back up. So you should not feel this in your back. If you do, when you get in this position, do a little tilt, push the back, pressed up towards the ceiling, and get your low back in a stretched position to where those muscles are not activating. Let's go one more. Now I'm going to turn towards you. I want you to lower in that deadlift position, flat back. We're doing a toss from one hand to the other, back and forth. This is a lot of stabilization of the core as well as the front leg. One more pass back. All right, I'm going to give you a little breather. You're going to step up. We're going to add the lower and upper body together here. So kickstand back for me and come nice and tall. Shoulder blades back, hip hinge, toss one, toss two, stand all the way back up, and then we lower back down. We're just tossing from one hand to the other as you hold that flat back. Your eyes should be looking directly over your toes. So you're keeping that nice lengthened spine, a neutral spine. That means your spine is straight and you're not going like this and looking forward. That's a no-no. You also don't want to be chin to chest, okay? If your right leg is back, that left glute and hamstring should be burning. One more. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come up. I'm gonna have you go into a side lunge. So follow me, side lunge, forward raise, bring it back in together, step back into that deadlift, and then pass and pass. And come all the way back up, stepping together, go into your side lunge again. Forward raise. Together, step it back, hip hinge. Pass it and pass it. All the way up and tap into that side lunge. So we've combined 4 exercises together. We toss and toss. Combining them, going into a third set. Side lunge. Lift together, take that right leg back, hip hinge, toss it and toss it. Back up, side lunge, forward raise. Up together, take it back, hip hinge, pass and pass. All right, pay attention to that low back. Make sure if at this point you're starting to get fatigued, you're paying attention to what those muscles are doing. Step it back. Toss it and toss it and up. We're almost there. Hip hinge. And up one more time through. The cool thing is you get a little bit of a break between the shoulders and we come up. Now it's time for us to do the other side. We're simply gonna switch the hand that has the weight. We're gonna go into the side lunge to the left, and that's all we're doing right now. So Upper body gets a little bit of a break while we work lower body. Ease yourself into lowering down. Exhale as you push off of that foot. Helps to engage your abs. One more. We're going to hold here. All right. Forward raise. This is probably where it's going to be the hardest doing the forward raise because we're doing it all together instead of getting a break in between. Chin retraction, nice and tall. Last lift. We lower down and come together. Now we're going side lunge, forward raise, down and push off. If you need to take it slower, you can. Always listen to your body. Do what you feel like, the level that you're at, and meet yourself there. I always also say it's good to challenge yourself as long as you have no pain with anything that you're doing. You feel like your form is good, then speed it up. We're going to go one more and release. So here's where I want you to take that left leg back, tap it back. We're hip hinging here. So this is a flat back deadlift. Again, the front leg. You're leaning into that glute, nice and stretched. So if I show you here, leaning into it and coming up. Good stretch down the hamstring. And that is what's working here. We're going to go for two more. And up. I'm just going to rotate towards you. Left leg is back. Lowering down into that hip hinge, and we pass the weight from one arm to the other. Just completing everything that we did on the other side. Right leg is forward and probably a little bit shaky right now from stabilizing. If you were to be able to zoom in and look at my ankle, you would see how I'm kind of moving side to side. Those muscles are activating. We'll go one more pass back, and then we lift up. So we're going to do that deadlift, pass back 2 times, and then back up. Kickstand that left leg, hip hinge, pass, pass, and stand up, back down. Remember your back, okay? This is the most important part. If you need to go into a pelvic tilt and have a stretched position in that low back to keep your back from activating and doing the work, then please do that. Woo. And up. Last one. We're coming up. Now we're going to add all of that together. We're going to go side lunge, forward raise, back down, together. Take that left leg back, deadlift, pass, and pass. We come back up together, side lunge, forward raise, up, tap it back, bend down, pass back and forth, all the way back up. Exhale, tap it back, then hip hinge, pass and pass. Tap it up, out to the side. If you want to challenge yourself, you can come up, trying not to put your foot on the floor and unload onto that right leg, transitioning into the side lunge and the deadlift. Totally up to you, but you can advance that. Pass and pass. Back up, side lunge. Forward raise, tap it back. Pass, pass. Bring it back up. Right leg, doing a lot of the work, stabilizing. One more time through. Together. Pass and pass. Bring it up. Good job. All right. Now, what I'm going to do here is we're going to, you can grab a sip of water here, and we're going to go into our curtsy with a hammer curl, and then it'll look like this. Hammer curl, we tap it up, swing, rack it, take it back, curl, and then tap up and swing. So we'll add all of that together, we'll break it down, but grab that single weight again. And first we're doing curtsies, all right? So take it back, left leg. All right, here's your curtsy, press off and tap. That front leg, stationary leg, is doing the work. What you do here, if you need to modify, is you just tap it back, slight bend in that knee, or you take it more advanced and go down into it as long as everything feels okay. Last one, we're gonna hold this leg back in this position, hammer curl here. You can always hold your arm out to the side if you need that extra stabilization. One more curl. All right, so I want you to tap it up. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with the weight at the shoulder. Take that left leg back into curtsy. Bring it down into that hammer curl, up, and tap it up. We're adding those two together, and up, down, hammer, and press up. Down, and hammer, and press back up. If you don't need your arm out to the side, you can just hold it on your hip. Down and up, back down. One more time. We're going back, one more. And up. Okay, so here I want you just to go wide leg, and we're gonna hold the weight down in front. Just wide leg sumo squat, toes are turned out. You're sitting straight down towards the floor. Inner and outer thighs again. Now, we're gonna lower down. What I want you to do is we're gonna do more of, I'll show you from the side, more of a butt back, okay? So the weight comes between the legs, back and up, all right? No more than shoulder height. Put your hand on your back, your loose hand. Feel that momentum's coming from the lower body and your booty's working. One more swing. Okay, so we're going to add all of that together, And we're gonna start out with our weight right here. I'm gonna take you into it slow, and then we're gonna speed it up. So left leg is going to curtsy back. We go down into that hammer and up, step it forward. We are hip hinging into that swing. Rack it, okay? Rack it at the shoulder, take it back. Curtsy, hammer, and up, tap it forward. Swing and rack it. Step it back, hammer, and up. Swing, rack at your shoulder. Nice and smooth. Tap it forward. Flat back. I'm gonna step to the side so you can see me. Hammer here. Tap it up. Flat back. Swing. Tap it back. Hammer. And up. Flat back. Notice all glutes and hamstrings working there. All right, flat back here and up. Up. Let's go one more. Curtsy, hammer, and up. Swing and rock it. Just switch hands. If you need a breather, go ahead and take a breather, that's fine. We're gonna step back into that curtsy with the right foot, okay? Just hold that weight here or hold it down, and we're gonna come back up. Just practicing the curtsy, getting the same amount of reps on each side. Again, how do you modify? It's by how low you go into this curtsy lunge. If you just need a little step back, then do that. We're going to do two more. I want you to hold this one in place and hammer. Full extension. Straight arm down. And we're not swinging. It's nice and controlled, okay? One more curl. And then tap it up. So, whew, left leg's probably burning by now. We're gonna curtsy back, bring that arm down, hammer curl, and tap up to the side. We repeat, take it down and up, then tap up, all right? That weight's on the shoulder when you come up and when you go back down. Swing down. Check your knee. Make sure it's in a good position, following your toes. We have one more here. All right, rack it up. Tap it forward. We're going into Sumo Squats here. Weight is down, wide legs. Sit straight down into it. We're gonna get ready for that swing. Adding on. One more. All right, again, we're gonna take the butt back so it looks like this when you go down. That weight's gonna swing between your legs and come back up using the momentum from the hips coming forward, all right? Ready? No higher than shoulder height with that weight. One more swing. All right. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're gonna go through all of those together, adding them together, and then we're cooling down, all right? So weight starts at that shoulder. Curtsy back, hammer here. Up, tap that leg, swing, rack to the shoulder, right leg back. Hammer, up, tap to the side. Go into that swing. curtsy back, and hammer. Again, you go at a pace that is comfortable for you. You're getting set up in each exercise. You feel comfortable with it. You don't feel like you're tweaking anything. Here, and swing. Curtsy back. Tap it to the side. Swing it down, rack it in between each time. Make sure you're watching your back as you go down into that swing. Flat back, butt goes back. Hand up. We're gonna go one more. Swing, I want you to go rack it, curtsy, down, up, tap to the side, last swing, and rack it. Set that weight down. Let's go for the cool down here, okay? So I simply want you to go wide legs, hands on the knees, push your shoulder, and twist towards the floor. Let's go to the other side. Other side. We're going to do each side one more time. And then one more twist. A nice good spine stretch. Bring those feet forward and take it down to the floor. Hang and relax. Nice deep breath in. Bring those feet in together. I want you to bend one knee and straighten the other one. Push into it. Get that outer hip stretch as well as behind the knee, hamstrings here. Lower down. Now let's take it to the other side. Straighten both legs. Slowly roll yourself up. Cross that arm across your chest. You can tap it side to side, lowering your heart rate. Release. Let's go to the other side. And release. Give yourself a pat on the back. You guys did an amazing job. Loving these workouts. Please let me know what you think.